YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. Some really interesting items that I found definitely in the last couple of days here. Really wanted to share this stuff with you guys, so let's get down to business right now. One of the things that I found today, actually nothing too impressive or anything like that. I basically paid market value for it, but I just love certain types of puzzle games, and this series is definitely one that I'm interested in. I don't know a thing about this title as far as if it's good or anything like that, but it's Bust-A-Move Bash for the Nintendo Wii. I love Bust-A-Move games. I can't get enough of them. Like when I start playing, I just can't put it down. It says up to 8 players, so that's kind of interesting right there. I don't really know, I've never really seen a game that has that many on the Wii, so kind of interesting. It looks pretty intense when you've got all 8 players going. I don't know if you can see that screenshot in the back there, right in the middle, but it looks like you're trying to bash as many of the, or not bash, but blow up as many of the bubbles, like, and try to win for your side kind of thing. Sort of interesting. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it, but still a good find. For that I paid $4, and I know that's basically what it goes for. Let's just see here. So the manual is in mint shape, and the disc too is in like absolutely perfect shape. So it's basically brand new from the looks of it to me. There was a bunch of different Wii games there, but they were all really budget kind of titles. At least as far as I could tell, they were budget kind of titles, nothing I was really interested in, but this is the one that caught my eye, so I decided to pick that guy up there. Pretty cool find, I think, to start things off here. Moving on, I walked into a Goodwill today and got a number of different items actually on one shot, which is kind of interesting. The first one here is WWF SmackDown for the PS1. This is in really great shape, actually. There was a number of PS1 games. They're all sort of sports titles. I probably should have grabbed them though, just because they're in mint condition. Really great shape, and the price, you couldn't really beat the price on them. So this was $2. Really great addition to the collection. I'm not sure if I have this already, but if I do, it maybe a greatest hits edition or something like that, and it's definitely not going to be in as good a shape as this one. So this is something that's just absolutely awesome, because I can almost directly put that in my collection without even having to clean it. Another game that I found there in as good a shape as that one, I'd say, is Spyro the Dragon. Always pick up these Spyro games. They're worth a little bit of cash, so I figured it's for trading credit or trade fodder and things like that. Again, same kind of condition. There are some fingerprints, that's why you can see that smudging there, but otherwise it's in like perfectly great shape. Wonderful title, obviously. I'm not sure if mine's greatest hits or not, but I'll have to see. Even still, if not, this is definitely an upgrade if mine is, so that's pretty awesome right there. Again, that one was $2. Moving on from that, I always sort of have the habit now, if I see NES games cheap, I gotta pick them up, even if I already have them. And I do already have this one in my collection, but it's Ice Hockey for the NES, and that there was $3, so I'm not going to turn down just about any NES game these days for $3. I'm definitely going to pick them up. Really great title there. I had a lot of fun with this game actually back in the day. The first time I'd really seen an NES outside of my cousin's place when they had like their miserable Duck Hunt and Mario Bros. Another time when I saw it, I didn't have a system as of yet when I saw this game playing at like the local winter carnival kind of thing. Like I grew up in a very small town, so a local winter carnival kind of thing, and this was on a screen like in the tent, and you could pay like a little bit of cash or whatever, like a couple dollars or whatever, and play a couple games of hockey kind of thing. And I remember seeing this and just being like absolutely blown away by it. I totally wanted to get a system after I saw this game, so every time I see this, even for $3, I'm going to pick it up. And then another one is obviously a classic, Super Mario Bros. 3. Again, $3.03 for that one as well. This one has a few dings on it, like on the label and stuff like that. There's a few dings at the top, but still, I'd never turned this game down for $3, that's for sure. And this one is that variant at the top where it has like a red bar across the top. You can see it there. So a little bit different label variant. I don't really collect label variants, I just want to play the games, so I don't know if this is special to anybody or what that even signifies, but I know that's not normally on the cartridges that I see for this game, so that's pretty cool nonetheless, for sure. And then I found another GameCube at the same place that I found one the other day. It was for $8.08. This one actually came with a power supply, and it has all its parts on the back, but again, you're wondering, why did I pick this up? And here's the reason why. Inside this is a copy of Super Mario Strikers. So that's pretty cool right there. I'm just going to take this. Actually, this is in great shape. It's absolutely beautiful. It's probably going to end up replacing the one that I have, so I'm just going to case this for now. I got these actual little tiny DV, I don't know what they call them, little mini cases or whatever. Pretty cool. I got like a pack of these. These are really cool for putting GameCube games in, so that's how I'm storing mine now. For that whole set, and the only reason why I wanted it was basically for that, but I paid $8.08 for the game. This here again is just gonna go with the silver one from the other day, and I'm gonna try to unload these because again, I really don't want these GameCubes anymore. I'm not really that interested in them. So that's that as far as that particular stop. And then yesterday actually I was doing work at night basically at my school because it was parent-teacher interview night, so I was interviewing with parents and things like that. But between school getting finished and the time my interview started, there was like an hour and a half there. I'd already basically prepared for my interviews and things like that, so I was like, I'm not going to sit here doing nothing. So I jumped in the car and headed down to the thrift shops, and I'm so glad that I did. First thing I found at one of them was Star Wars Battlefront, which is pretty cool to get for PlayStation 2. This one here unfortunately is not complete, but you know, still a pretty cool find. And the disc on it, well, it's probably seen better days, but I could probably resurface it, or if it plays then it's still good to go. For that there, I paid $3, so pretty cool deal I think for that, and that's, someone will be looking for that, and that's pretty awesome right there. And then the next thing I found was a copy of Final Fantasy VIII for the PlayStation. Obviously the case is a little bit cracked, so I'm gonna have to replace that, but otherwise it's in pretty decent shape. The discs aren't in perfect shape though, that's for sure. There is a little bit of scratching on them, actually quite a bit, so hopefully I can get those to go and everything like that. I don't think there's any major like deep scratches or anything like that. There's just a lot of really like numerous surface scratches. It's basically scratched all over it, so hopefully that won't prevent anything from working, but again, I can resurface that. I just want to check out all the discs. Actually, I haven't even checked them all out, to tell you the honest truth, but ideally these are going to work, and like I said, resurfacing is always a plan. And there's the last one there. They're all basically in the same shape. They're pretty beat up, but and it's missing its manual, but for the price it was definitely worth it. It was only $4, so I'm going to pick that up all day long for $4. I think my version of this may not be the black label. I might have the greatest hits, so I'll have to check that out and just see, make sure and things like that, but ideally I'll be able to piece something together here and get myself a black label version of that. And then finally, and this was the find I think of this whole scenario here, I found a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. A really great, obviously, find. If you don't know about this, then I don't know what you're doing, but there it is there. And the disc on this one is in decent shape. It's not too bad. There is one fairly sizable scratch on it. I hope that's not the reason why it was donated to the Goodwill. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's pretty gnarly scratch. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But needless to say, for the price, it's definitely worth it. The case alone is probably worth it. This one here was $3, so definitely not going to turn that down for that price, that's for sure. Like I said, I already have this in my collection. Mine's not the Player's Choice Edition, so this will likely be up for trade and things like that later on, or sale. So I can kind of recoup some of my spending here. So that's everything that I found this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.